All right, hey everybody, it's Coordinator Ann Williams here. So first, I just want to say congratulations on becoming an official Changing American Fitness Program coach. This is the very first video. Who did this? Oh my God! This is the very first training video. In this video, I will do the basics, just kind of an introduction to the program and how the program will start out. But first, I just want to give you some background information on the program. So the Change American Fitness Program is, as you know, it's a fitness program for children 7 through 14 that we do from the second week in June until the week before we go back to school. Actually, the Monday before we go back to school, which is August 11th. So June 9th to August 11th, we'll be doing this, which is about 3 months. And a lot of stuff is going to happen within that 3 months. A lot of different things. We're going to be going through a lot of different changes, but I think honestly that this summer is going to be an awesome summer, especially looking at the staff list, looking at people who have applied to become a coach, and the other coaches from last year. I think it's really going to be a great year, and that we're definitely going to make an impact in the community this year. All right, so main thing. Please feel free to pause or rewind at any time to take notes or to get something that you missed, but never fast forward unless you've already seen that part. You can miss some important information. The thing that people probably want to know is why physical activity and fitness is important. And most of the coaches this year are Dozier Libby Medical High School students, so we kind of have a clear understanding of this. Physical activity is important because one, it helps you build stronger bones and muscles. Two, it decreases your chances for any critical diseases like type 2 diabetes, cardiac arrest, cardiovascular problems in the future, things like that. Oh, I forgot to say this. Be sure to take notes. I know that there was a slide about it in the beginning, but make sure that you're taking notes on just different things. Every video, you want to make sure that you have a notebook and you're taking notes, because there are going to be quizzes and stuff as videos come, and you're going to need to know this stuff by the time June comes, so just make sure that you're taking notes. Also, being healthy and eating healthy helps you to feel better, and you also look better. It also decreases your chances for depression, mood swings. You won't be as moody, things like that. So another thing is, how can children be physically active? And being a coach with the Changing American Fitness Program, we learn many different ways. You can see my phone. We learn many different ways to teach children to stay active, but one of the main ones is by participating in different activities in sports. Children 6 through 17 should participate in a physical activity for at least 60 minutes or more each day, or 2 to 3 times a week. It's better if you do it each day for at least an hour. Our program is only twice a week, but it's about an hour and a half to 2 hours, so it kind of adds up, which is enough. A good way to teach children to be physically fit and healthy is by simply demonstrating it to them. And the reason that we chose people who are already physically active to be coaches is so that they will be. Hold on, nobody wants to hear this song. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that either. Alright, nobody wants to hear this. Sorry, just give me a second. Alright, now I've got that under control. So like I was saying, is the reason that we chose people who are already physically active to be coaches for the Changing American Fitness Program is because if you're not already physically active, it's going to be hard for you to adjust to become someone who is physically active in the short 2 months that we have before the program actually opens. So also, by being physically active, it's easier for you to demonstrate many different things to children. It's easier to show them how to be active because you're already active yourself. So that's one of the main reasons why we try and choose people who are already healthy, who are already on their way to a physically active plan. We do this by setting examples, by showing them how to do things right, by just simply being a role model for each of our members. And that's all a part of being a coach for the Change American Fitness Program. Alright, so before I move on to the next little part, the last part of our lesson, this video is almost over. A lot of people don't really understand why, or when they think of being a coach for the Change American Fitness Program, they kind of just think, oh, I'm going to be wasting my time over the summer. and I'm not going to be getting paid, and it's going to be boring and all this stuff. When it's not true. One, we only do this about 2 times a week, so the next 5 days you have to yourself. Um, Everything is online. When we prepare for our classes, we do it through group chats. Sometimes we'll do it in person, but that's probably doubted. Um, this may count as community service because at Dojo Libby it is required that you do a certain amount of community service. So if you do the Changing American Fitness program this summer, and actually all 4 years of high school, that's probably all the community service hours you need or more. I have to talk to Dr. Soroka about it to see if it'll count as community service, but I'm pretty sure it will. Also, if you think about all the goodness that we're doing for the community and how much we're giving back to the community and how we're changing these children's lives, it's better than money. It's better than anything that you can buy. I don't even know how to explain it. Last year we weren't that successful, but we made a lot of memories and we just had a good time. And this year I know it's going to be even more fun. You know, working together, you build relationships with everyone. Our staff is really caring people, and now that you're a part of the staff, you're going to soon see that we're really caring people. We're going to joke around. We're going to have lots of fun. It's really going to be fun. It's going to pay off. You're not going to regret becoming a part of the team. So I just want to say thank you for your interest in being a part of the team and doing all that you can to be a part of the team, because it does mean a lot to us, and I know that we're definitely going to make an impact this summer. All right, everybody, this is the last part of this lesson, and then you're going to be done with this lesson. So congratulations, you almost made it through. Last part is food journals. It's important to keep a food journal just because, you know, it helps you keep track of how many calories you eat, how many calories you may need, the foods you ate, how much of that food you ate. So not a lot of people keep them, but they are really important, and we're going to try and emphasize that in our program to our members. We're going to actually have them do journals at the end of the day. At the end of each session, we call it campfire because that's when all the teams come together and we kind of just talk about what they did, how they felt, what they liked, what they didn't like, and that'll also be the time where they each fill out their journal. Their journals will be similar to the ones that we do in PE, a little bit different. We're going to make it easier so that they can just write it into a notebook. We haven't really decided what the journals are going to be like yet, but we are for sure doing journals. And though we don't do journals, we're going to really, food diaries, we're going to really emphasize people to do that just because it'll really help, especially if you're trying to be on a diet. It'll help you keep track of your diet and stay on your diet. You know, you'll be like, oh, I ate this last week, so I can't eat this week because that had that many calories, and I'm trying to stay on a roll to eat only this many calories. And it's really easy to do a food journal. Some food journals, you just write the date and you write what you ate. Some food journals are a little bit more complicated. I'm pretty sure that they have food journal apps. I have several workout apps on my phone, so I'm sure that we can find some type of food diary app too for free. So that's something that we're going to look into, and we're going to try and to encourage our members to be, to use. So congratulations, this is the end of your very first training. So this is lesson 1. We have, give me a second, about 8 more to go. Sounds like a lot, but it's not a lot because this is the first week and there's only about 2 months left of school, and so 2 months is 8 weeks. So by the time you do your last video, it'll be time to start the Changing American Fitness program. Well, not exactly, because we have the hands-on training, which is 1 whole week, which is we kind of act out things that can happen in the CAFP. You kind of put all the things that you've learned over the past 2 months to use, and that's what that 1 week hands-on training is. But we'll talk about that later on. So thank you for taking your time to watch this video. I hope that you have lots of notes done because you are going to need them for the quiz week, which comes after lesson 8, which is kind of far away. But yeah, I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys during the next training video. Alright, I know that you're ready to go, but it's end of the lesson highlight time. Highlight number 1. Physical activity is important because it helps you build stronger bones and muscles, helps you control your weight, decreases chances for type 2 diabetes and other chronic diseases, and helps you to look better, feel better. Also, It lowers your risk for depression and mood swings. Highlight number 2. Children ages 6 through 17 should participate in a physical activity for about 60 minutes or more, at least 2 to 3 times a week. The Changing America Fitness program will hold 2 sessions every week for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Highlight number 3. Food journals are important because they help you keep track of what you've eaten and the calories that those foods contain. Also, they help you maintain a healthy diet.